about this.
All right.
Because my father had a service station right there at 897 Jefferson when we should come down and get the chicken wings. This is what I know. They came way before Anchor Bar. I can tell you that because it was 1960s when my father had the service station doing his thing, and we used to go to John Young. All right? All right, brother.
We are gathered here today to acknowledge an important part of our city's history. John Young, who was the first chicken wing restaurateur in Buffalo. Back a few years ago when I started leading tours, the first question a lot of tourists would ask me is, where is the best place to go find chicken wings? So I thought I would take people around, and the more that I look into the history, the more I realize that there's more to this story, and frankly how whitewashed the official narrative is. In fact, just the other night we had a meeting at Brothers Restaurant, and not many of the Slow Roll organizers could answer some basic questions about the origins of the buffalo wing. So it wasn't long until I came across the story of John Young, who cared deeply about the East Side. He ran social programs, was deeply invested in Jefferson Avenue, establishing this as one of the main corridors for the black community in the 1960s. Well, through some connections, I met Lina, John's daughter, and we worked together. We collaborated on a really interesting tour called the Wing Ride, The Hidden History of Chicken Wings, which we've run dozens of times for locals as well as tourists from around the world. And it's been a wild ride, let me tell you. So we've landed on the pages of Lonely Planet, the USA Today, Vice Media, and the New York Times, in addition to a new show premiering Wednesday on the Food Network. So stay tuned, 6 o'clock. Through this, we started talking about a mural that was hanging outside of the Wings and Things, John's restaurant, and I was curious about its origins. So we couldn't find the mural, so we launched a fundraising campaign. And with the support of 46 GoFundMe backers, Michigan Street Corridor, Baird Foundation, and Buffalo Niagara Medical Corridor, we raised the funds needed to commission this mural, which is a replica of a mural originally by Bill Cooper and Dalton Easton. We couldn't have done it all without this community. For me, this has been a creative and meaningful project. I think it's more important than ever not just to remember these histories, but to provide experiences that educate and engage people about the dynamics that have shaped our community.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's here who's come out in face of what we dealt with last week up the street. I've been very fortunate to be a part of several artistic projects around the town, including along Jefferson, because we're establishing something that's starting to grow here. Give yourselves a round of applause for being out here. Thank you so much. Okay. I want to acknowledge the West New York Urban Arts Collective. I'm here representing myself and our president, John Baker, who is a little under the weather today, so he asked me to send his best wishes and thanks to everybody that's a part of this, all the GoFundMe people, all the organizations that helped this become possible. Mark and Seamus especially, thank you for making sure that we communicated. Lena, where would we be without you? Where would we be?
Where would I be without you?
Thank you. Where would we be? So a big shout out to Lena, holding it down for her dad's legacy. All right. All right. Very important. And with the events of last week, we see how important legacies are right now. I want to shout out those 10 families who lost people. I know 4 of them directly. One I grew up with and graduated high school with, her daughter. So again, this is very important right now. I'm so glad that we could be here and do this. Can't forget my fellow artist, Tyshawn Tyson, who's also making some moves up in Niagara Falls. So anything he's doing, please support him. He's a part of West New York Urban Arts Collective. Very proud. All right. I want to make sure that I'm not up here too long, so I'm keeping an eye on Seamus because he told me to keep an eye out for him, so I want to do that as well. I want to give some praises to my former mentor, late mentor, William Y. Cooper. A lot of people thought that we were father and son, but I'm actually James J. Cooper III and Dalton Easton. Excellent concept. All we did was take what they did and bring it to now. So those 2 gentlemen, they made the vision possible. We just kept and preserved it. Okay, so I don't want to sit here and make it sound like us 3 did something original completely. We did not. We preserved the legacy that they had already. Okay, much like Lena's doing her dad, we as artists preserved our previous artist legacy. All right, so I want to make sure that that's understood, very much so.
You guys, it's good seeing so many people out here. It's been great over the last couple of years, in particular, being able to talk to people about their memories of my dad right here up this Jefferson quarter. As well as some people knew us when we had the place on Bailey and Central Park Plaza, Delavan Avenue, where the original mural was hung. So again, I do appreciate the muralists that were able to recreate and place it here, right where my dad started his first business here at Carlton and Jefferson. And I want to thank Mr. Daniels for allowing us to be able to house the mural here on their property now. Mark mentioned a lot of the larger organizations that donated to us. We're really appreciative of that, but I also wanted to give a shout out just to the community. People were coming to the Broadway Market and still coming to the Broadway Market, buying t-shirts, buying wings, so we appreciate that. All that helped to get this going. A few events I was able to be in, Frozen Locks, the Black Wall Street up on Hickory Street, Mrs. Doyle. A lot of people may know her. She did some writings in the Criterion and in the Challenger. WBOK, Mr. DeWitt, he was at WUFO. So many people, my family, lots of nieces and nephews and cousins out here today. My mom should be here somewhere, but if she's not, she will be. So I just wanted to really thank the community for the backup and support that we've been given. So hopefully you guys will enjoy some wings today, and come see me also on Wednesdays. I do a once a week pop-up at the Broadway Market for the summer, probably 11:30 to 3:30, because people are out and about, so it's not that, not people are outside more than they are in. But I am there on Wednesdays with wings and other things that hopefully you guys will enjoy. And I also wanted to thank Kay for me being able to hook up with her and her food truck, Tiny Thai. She's an excellent cook, so enjoy some wings and enjoy some Thai food also. And thanks again to Mark. It's been good working with him over these last couple of years with Buffalo Bike Tours, and the gentleman, his friend Chris, down on Peckham, allowing us to use his place, Deb's Hall. So many people I wanted to say thank you to. Hopefully you guys enjoy your ride and enjoy the rest of this evening.
Let's see if this cuts.
Oh, you can just rip it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you, guys.
And now we go.
All right.
Oh, now I got a need for speed.